Oburuna anoreba, like it's just here now, and then they pour money or whatever it is that they pour that people need. And now someone announce I'm being sincere now. And now someone will come and pick what would be enough for him. He will go, believing that others need. But an Igbo person, oge bugodu ụzọ jeje chọọ cutlass, bubusia aka onye ọbụla nọ there, okpokochara everything. That's how bad the Igbos are, yes. But the Hausa man, they are honest. They want everybody to live well. Things are quite cheap in the north. Till today, I think I've left north for like, say, 3 to 4 years. I still buy every of my thing there in the north. From my tomato, my everything. I send money, I buy, and they weigh bill to me. Even after doing all of that, think it is still cheaper when I weigh them here. But here, ndị Igbo, hi Chineke. Abụkwa m onye Igbo mana m ga-ekwu eziokwu. Ndị Igbo afụchara onwe fa n'anya nke ụnyaahụ.
Let's help you create some magic. Let's help you capture your best moments. Let's help you relive your memories. Book us now at Yarn Content Factory. Let's give your events and video production the perfect touch. Aisha, onwe possibility na ịka anụ onye Hausa and enwelu ndị Igbo nọkwa side anya na anụkwa ndị ugwu side enwe possibility na ịka anụ onye Hausa number one. Then kedu enwe any difference enwe ihe ndị ụmụ nwoke ndị Hausa azụ nwa agbọghọ ibute onugwu Hausa enwe ihe ụmụ nwoke ụmụ ikorobịa ha na-eme dị mma karịa nke ndị Igbo na-eme ka onwe nke ndị Igbo na-eme ka mma karịa nke ha na-eme as a young girl chọọ ịnụ di maybe asị na ndị akadimo romantic mana ndị akadimo stingy enwe ụmụ ihe a dị ka n'iru.
Okay, so to be honest, ụmụ nwoke ndị ugwu na-ama mma pieces, like they are too handsome. Ah, God. You know this thing when you see a guy and then as a woman you have goosebumps. That's how we do it. That's how the northern guys are. They are too fine because they are blend, mixture of Hausa and Fulani actually. So, and you know Fulanis, they look like Indians. They look like all those Asian people. So, nduguna mama. I personally, I had 1 or 2 Hausa boyfriends. Imagoni home as just normal boyfriends, boyfriend and so. If my parents were open, because right from when Matarife, I know my father used to sing it as an anthem that he doesn't want any of his children to do anything with an Hausa person. Ochoro kwa meko okay na wine bo Hausa zero. So subconsciously it registered in my head. I never thought about it. I didn't because of course my parents would never bless such union. And speaking of it now, I feel it is not just fair because they are humans. An Igbo woman, one bebe kadie no onye ocha. Kadie no onye China. Ka nwe ya no onye ocha. Ka nwe ya no onye China. Ka nwe ya no onye India. But onwe ya si no onye ugwu ka ọ chọrọ ịnụ. She would be like, God forbid, you will not do this way, you will not do. And at the end of the day, it is not should I say tribe? Because when you get to know someone one-on-one, it is now beyond tribe. It is individualistic.
Mm-hmm.
You get to see that this person is even a nice person. He's lovable. He's caring because he's a human being. The only crime is that he's an Hausa person. And Igbo people are at all. Igbo people everywhere. I think they're not just welcoming of the Hausa people. Far like Rondu, cha. Everybody or Onyugwafa. They would irk. They would be like fa banaka or mammy. So that was one thing that made me not to even look at that side, that aspect. But I had cool friends that were lovely. And the men, they respect their women. Hausa men respect their women. But that's a two-way thing. because they are when they gabo if I respect to women, if I get respect if I to the core. When they gabo if I disrespect, they will disrespect to the core. So I think there is the love there, or the situation is more stratified by class. The elites tend to treat their women well, shower their women with love. If you find an outside elite, it'd be like say you don't find Maga, because he would give you everything you want. He would care for you with everything he has, and they give. I think that's more of their love language. They give a lot. Obuna nwoke onye ugwu fụrụ gị n'anya, he must give you. Then, just like I said, it is stratified. The lower class, when you faji, there is nothing to, show for. So, and since they now misuse and disrespect their women. And I think that's more of it when it comes to their men.
Dalo.
I don't need to go anywhere for greener pasture because I'm okay here. You know why? I am into land banking with Pine Leaf Estate and Properties Limited. Abi una no know say doctors too dey into real estate.
Ke ihe nwe ikwu maka cost of living. As onye no side ebe an ugbu a. Kedu ihe nkwu maka cost of living the both regions?
Ndugwu do very, very honest. I think that's one thing I'll give to them. They don't cheat. Ndugwe believer na they want to get everything. Oburu na anoreba, like it's just here now, and then they pour money or whatever it is that they pour that people need. And now I'm being sincere now. And now someone will come and pick what would be enough for him. He will go, believing that others need. But an Igbo person, oge bugodu zoje chokot last. Bubu siako onye obana no there. Obokochara everything. That's how bad the Igbos are, yes. But the Hausa man, they are honest. They want everybody to live well. Things are quite cheap in the north. Till today, I think I've left north for say 3 to 4 years. I still buy every of my thing there in the north. From my tomato, my everything. I send money, I buy, and they weigh bill to me. Even after doing all of that, I think it is still cheaper when I weigh them here. But here, ndị Igbo, hi Chineke. Abụkwa m onye Igbo mana m ga-ekwu eziokwu. Ndị Igbo afụchara onwe fa n'anya nke ụnanwa. Because ọ bụ na ifuru onwe gị n'anya, you'll be selfless. You won't be selfish. You will think of your neighbor. But then, an average Igbo person is selfish. All he thinks of is himself. He doesn't even want to think of his neighbor or another person. We have palm kernel, palm fruits. Those things are here. It's not as if they import them. But they are so expensive. A pint of Gary now is over 4,000 naira. And these things are here. It's not as if you import them. They are here. When you go to the in the northern region now, for a while, they've been, terrorized with the whole insurgency, what have you, banditry. So it doesn't even avail farmers to go to the farm. Or just few farmers go to the farm. Even the ones that go to the farm, they end up, vandalizing their crops and everything. But even after they harvest it, they still sell at a cheaper rate. But here in the East, those things they're not so rampant here. They still have the liberty of going to the farm, harvest and sell, which should even be cheaper because they are not threatened by anything whatsoever. But they are still so expensive that even a normal person cannot afford those things. But not where they are being terrorized, that should even give them the leverage to sell things at an expensive price. They don't do it. That is how selfless they are. That's just things that cost of living is cheap. In the north, you can still see a 4-bedroom for 400,000. What am I saying? 300,000. You can still get a solid house now with your 250,000. You go the ball. You go live for mansion. But they're not born you where to get that standard for here for not less than 1 million naira. Everything there is just cheap. They make everything so, affordable. And that is why some of those Igbo persons that are in the north, some of those other tribes that are settlers there, it is now difficult for them to live. Because si mandi ba na say abatazie nu nke efu na eme na ebe ahụ abatazie ha si ka ife na abata eme ka mbata ka nwanne mgbuo mu. Ọ ka mma na nnọrọ ebe ahụ because ọ bụ na fa bata ebe a agụ nwere ike ogbuo ha. Because nwanne gị nwere ike onye gị ni 2 days 3 times or si gị na-eje chọkwa isi onwe gị. Mana ebe ahụ go, you already know your nooks and cranny. You know how to go about your life and then get it well. You get? But here, or just the difference in economy is just too much. Or like north neighbor, east neighbor. The difference is too much that at some time you will just be like, let me just stay over there and continue living my life because you dey ball there. Person you nwere ike millionaire neighbor and nwere ike with 2 million, you go dey ball well. Man again neighbor 2 million naira before a day safe. I'm for CCG. At talking about this, we are still going back and forth within the NEPA. And now do you know that in the north those things are not there? When they come to the internet, when they come online and they hear people quarreling or bantering over units or no unit, they are like, what is these people talking? My mom still stays in the north, and I think last 2 days she was angry, furious that she paid 2,000 naira, 2K for a month though, because they still do their postpaid and everything. A month what she pays is 2,000 naira, and okuna adia too much. So if on a barambabuna, okay, that she came back, there's no light, blah blah blah, that when she goes out there is always light, immediately she comes back and say when she's 2,000 naira in the north, and you come here 50,000 naira cannot give you good lights for a week. That is if your electronics are even off. So that's for you to still see that those people, they are living in another country, and Una side, this southeast, I think we are Amarame by now.
So kedu ihe ga-asakwa na anyị na-emete dị chacha? Ọ dịzị aka ị na-ebe anyị kelekele? Ọ dịzị aka ị na-egbu anyị chancham? Kedu ihe ị ga-asakwa na anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo na-emete ya?
Okay. I will keep just because I was born in the north, I would always, one of the things I give to myself is my honesty. I'm very, very honest. I'm an honest person. So I keep saying what is obtainable wherever you go. The East, even Mandi Boni Mofuma Bonafana Bambo. I think it is even of recent. Kiga na ganonzo ifunde na yayo. If only Igbo na yayo. It is very high. It is seldom. You don't really see these things every time, often. But if you are opportune to cross, in fact, from Abuja down to all the northern region, you see beggars. They are lazy. They're very, very lazy. They're not too much. They believe in life back home. Like whatever comes to them, they will embrace it. They just live this life knowing that tomorrow will come and go. Tomorrow no they come, can't stay. Tomorrow will come, it will go. So they don't want to doga because echiadi agwago. Manandi bona watafana they will be doing to accumulate, to save for rainy days and all of that. So I think I give it to them. Igbos are industrious. Shout out to all the Igbo persons out there because they know they carry last. Wherever an Igbo person goes to, he makes a difference. There's just this outstanding uniqueness about the Igbo person. Like he wants to stand out. He wants to be indispensable. He wants to be noticed, not for bad though, for good. He likes to bring innovations to places. Malandugu, yeah, sekwa. Often when you can Fabian to me pay shop, yeah, the kaibe 10, 11, they don't close and go house, go rest. Maybe when as the spirit guides, they might come back or they might not even come back. But an Igbo man, 247, they are always available. When you call an Igbo man, he never fails. So that I think that's pretty much a big bonus.